Happy Tuesday. The NBA is back with a 14-game slate. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and after a day off in the NBA, we are back, baby. That's right, and we got a crap load of games to get into. It's going to be a lot of fun. On a nice little 6-3 run. I think you call that a run, sort of. We'll take it. Should have been 7-2, but Anthony Davis got poked in the eye, so it is what it is. But we'll talk about all the bets recap from the weekend in a second. This is the home stretch of the NBA season. In about a week, we start the play-in tourney, and I don't know about you guys, but the playoffs seem wide open this year compared to most years. So I'm excited to watch that, get some intense basketball, get all those teams that are ready to quit and give up already, get them out of here, and let's watch some competitive basketball. But like I said, we got a huge 14-game slate. I don't remember the last time we had 14 NBA games. But before we get into all that, reminder, the MLB video will be out just after this video. So go check it out. We will have a Dinger Tuesday contest. You can go win some money and have some fun. And, of course, we'll give you all the research help you guys need to win some bets. So I'm ready to get started. And it starts with that dad joke of the day, of course, like every single NBA video. So here we go. When I die, I want to be cremated. It's my last chance to have a smoking hot body. That's pretty good, just saying. All right, anyways, in this video, we are going to recap the whole weekend. That's right, it's been a few days. Last video was Friday. And then we're going to talk shooting guards. Yes, we did skip point guards. I'll try to get it out on Twitter or something with some info. But we're going to talk defenses that give up the most points, rebounds, and assists to the shooting guard position. And then, of course, we'll give you our best bets. We're going to tread carefully. It's the last week of the NBA season. Some teams are going to be trying some different things, maybe heading into the playoffs, maybe resting some guys, maybe giving them less minutes. There's a lot of moving parts. Hopefully we can avoid all those famous NBA landmines that are out there. But anyways, then we'll wrap it up with the bets recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below like you guys have been doing all season long. And if you're new to the channel, this community is awesome. Hit that subscribe button as we are oh so close to 23,000 subscribers. All right, let's get into it. And it starts with the recap. All right, there is the weekend recap. And on Friday, it was a 2-2 day. Jordan Poole had 29 points and assists. He had 3 3-point attempts in the last 2 minutes of the game. And guess what? He bricked all of them because he's Jordan Poole, and that sucked. He should have went over. He did not have a good shooting night and still ended right there, almost on the hook, but 29. Josh Giddey under 6.5 assists. Once I saw him at shooting guard and not play point guard, I knew we were toast because the Pacers do give up some assists to the shooting guard position. They usually held the point guard down, and he had double-digit assists. It was over before it began. I had no clue he wasn't going to play point guard that game, but that's just one of those things. So bad read on my part. Jabari Walker over 26.5 PRAs. He wasn't very aggressive, to be honest with you, but he somehow pulled out a win, and we got lucky on that one. He got a rebound in like the last minute of the game. So finally it went our way at the end. And then Keon Ellis, a sneaky good bet there, over 5.5 rebounds plus assists. I don't remember how many he had, 7, 8, something like that. And then Saturday, we only had one bet, and it was a winner. Embiid, 25-plus points, got that easy. I think he scored 30, and Capella went way over the 8 rebounds, so that was a nice winner. And then Sunday, Jalen Brunson. It was a squeaker, but he ended up with 8 assists that game. And then this one hurt the last one. Luka, 25-plus points. He got there, no problem. Anthony Davis, 20-plus points. Again, he's been doing it like almost 100% of the time lately. Pretty much 100%. But he got poked in the eye, and he was out. That's it. Nothing we can do about it. There's an injury sign next to it. It still counts as a loss, but it wasn't because it was a bad read. We just needed 20 from AD. I didn't think that'd be a problem, but then I forget AD leaves the game sometimes if you breathe on him wrong. So anyways, that is the record. It was just a 4-3 weekend, up just a little bit of units, not much. Up 3.95 units. Let's try to end strong. I know the last week of the NBA is tough. I definitely recommend some unit management and bankroll management as we head into the playoffs, and maybe we'll fork out some more units or however you want to do it. But the last week can be wild. So here we go. I'm ready to get into it. But before we start those best bets, let's talk the shooting guard position. All right, we start with the defenses giving up the most points to the shooting guard position, and we got some matchups, which makes sense because we got 14 games today. Wizards taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, 21.1 points per game, and the Wizards are giving up about 24.5. And then the Pacers facing Gary Trent Jr. of the Toronto Raptors, 22 points per game. Pacers 24.35. Some of the points on Gary Trent Jr. were because of guys being out, so just stay tuned, or not stay tuned, just be sure to check that out, and what he usually averages and things like that. But and next one, Josh Giddey, shooting guard now, not the point guard. When SGA is in, facing the Kings, 24.33. Giddey faced or averaging 19.5. But again, that number might be skewed because he played without SGA in the lineup for a lot of those games. So just wanted to point that out. Make sure you are listening so we can explain that. But I did want to include him because those are his numbers the last 15 days. So anyways, that's the points per game. Now let's check out the rebounds. And we got two more matchups. And yet again, Mr. Anthony Edwards, 5 rebounds per game facing the Washington Wizards, 7.68 per game. And then the Jazz facing Christian Braun, the matchup you've been all waiting for. Braun is averaging 4.6 rebounds per game, and the Jazz giving up right around 7. So, and those are the rest of the guys: Jalen Green, B-Pods, Austin Reeves, Karis LeVert, so on and so on. So take a screenshot. There's Keon Ellis, where we got a winner with last week. Now let's go to the assists, and we got 2 matchups here. The Charlotte Hornets facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks, who's averaging 4.3 assists per game. Hornets giving up over 6.5 to the shooting guard position. And then the Warriors-Lakers showdown. The Warriors giving up 6.57, and Austin Reeves averaging 6.4 assists per game, passing the ball pretty well. And then there's all the rest of the guys. Again, Josh Giddey assists because SGA was out, so just make sure you know what the real stats are and all that. So, but yeah, Jalen Green, Colin Sexton, Derek White, no real surprises. Jaden Ivey makes an appearance with 5.2 assists per game. So that's the points, rebounds, and assists for the shooting guard position. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this segment of the show is brought to you by our sponsor, Better Bet. That's BTR Bet, the best place to find, track, analyze, and share your bets. Click that link below in the description. I'm telling you, it is a great app to use. So here we go. I got 3 best bets for you in this video, and the first one takes us out to LA. We got the Lakers hosting the Golden State Warriors. Lakers minus 1.5 in this game. Total is 233. Against the spread, Warriors 42, 35-1 this year. They are 26-13 ATS on the road. We have talked about it before. They are the number 1 road against the spread team in the NBA. One of those things I never, ever, ever would have guessed after last year's road record. And then Lakers 38-42 against the spread, 19-21 ATS at home. That's not very good. Over under, Warriors 39-39, Lakers 44-35 to the over. They are the 4th highest over team. They've gone over, the 4th most in the NBA. That's what I'm trying to say. But my best bet in this game, it's not a side. Give me my namesake. Give me Steph Curry over 34.5 PRAs at minus 110 on DraftKings. So here we go. We know Steph Curry. We know these Warriors. It is playoff mode. We talked about it before. And the Warriors are working on trying to move up in the seeding. I mean, if you get a 9 seed, you could have a possible game with the Kings instead of being the 10 seed where you could play the Pelicans or the Suns, 2 teams you probably don't want to see in that play-in tourney. But he gets to face the Lakers here. And my goodness, he has absolutely destroyed the Lakers. Here's what happened against the Lakers in 3 games this year. 42 PRAs, 41 PRAs, and 56 PRAs. And they set this number at 34.5. And there's a reason for it. The Lakers giving up the 3rd most points to point guards the last 15 days at almost 29. They've given up the 4th most points to the point guard in the last 30 days, just to show you 15 and 30 days. It's just a great matchup for him. He loves to face this Lakers team. He absolutely destroys them. He's been doing good on the boards, doing good with some assists. Lakers have been known to give up some threes. They struggle defending the perimeter. D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, these guys, they're not exactly in the slow Mr. Curry down like they haven't before. And with them in playoff mode, I just think Steph Curry or Chef Curry just has one heck of a game here. I think 34.5 is too low. I cannot pass this up in a big game at the end of a season. So give me Steph Curry over 34.5 PRAs as my first best bet. Before we get into our final bets, we got to tell you about this promotion with Bet365. You got 2 options. First bet safety net up to $1,000 in bonus bets, or bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets. Absolutely incredible deals right now. All you have to do is go to that link in the description for Bet365, click on it, sign up, and go make a bet, and you get one of these promotions. It's an incredible deal, but of course, you must be 21 years or older. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, back to the bets. All right, this second bet is a player prop parlay. Give me Micic, 6+ assists, and Wemby, 10+ rebounds at minus 128 on DraftKings. I'm going to refuse to say his first name because I don't know how to say it, and I honestly don't even know if I'm saying the last name right. But give me Micic, 6+ assists. Let's talk about that one first. Original line 6.5. It's about to move to 7.5. This guy's been an absolute machine lately. We've been on him a couple times earlier this season, but his role has changed. He is more of a facilitator. His usage is high. His minutes are up. In the last 6 games, 12, 8, 13, 9, 9, and 10 assists, averaging a little over 10 assists per game in the last 6. I only need 6 assists. That's it. He's averaging the 6th most potential assists in the entire NBA. I guarantee you didn't know that because I didn't even know that. I knew he was averaging a lot, but not that much. 14.8 potential assists per game. So, I mean, we're talking around 15. If he gets 14 to 15 here, he should probably get at least 8 assists in this game. So he faces the Mavericks. They're about average versus point guards with assists. Nothing terrible. But his volume alone, his potential assists, just how much he plays, how much he distributes, it would take a terrible, terrible night from his teammates for him not to get 6+ assists, assuming he gets around his average potential assists again. So give me Micic, 6+ assists. He plays for the Hornets, by the way, in case you do not know that. The second one, Wet Bananas, 10+ rebounds, absolute monster. We all know about this guy. I mean, he's a generational player, and he has 10+ rebounds in 16 of his last 20 games now. That's a pretty good hit rate, 80%. Yep, hash brown math in my head. He has averaged 16.4 rebounds per game, rebound chances per game, if I can talk, in the month of March. And in the 3 games in April, he is averaging 22 rebound chances per game. It's insane. He's facing the Grizzlies. Memphis has allowed the past 5 centers they have played to get 10+ rebounds. And that list even includes James Wiseman, who came in when Jalen Duren went out. So, I mean, they're not exactly a team that's just going to shut down rebounds, especially against Wemby. And it's a 3.5-point spread. You hope it stays competitive so he gets more and more minutes. But I think Wemby grabs 10+ rebounds pretty easily for the 17th time in his last 21 games. Give me Micic. Give me Wet Bananas as my second best bet. All right, my third and final bet is another player prop parlay. That's right. I'm really thinking there's some value in these alt lines, so let's get into it. Clint Capella, 10+ rebounds. Josh Hart, 5+ assists. That is plus money. That's right, plus 107 on DraftKings. Capella, 10 rebounds. Let's talk about it. We cashed him last weekend when we did an alt line with him and Embiid. We're going to go back to it. Yes, he is facing the Miami Heat. That does scare some people away sometimes with centers. So I went back and said, well, let's see how well Clint Capella plays against Bam Adebayo and this Miami Heat team. Well, he has 10+ rebounds in 5 straight games versus the Miami Heat, dating back to January 2023. So it's not like it's a long, long time ago. He has 10+ rebounds in 6 of his last 7 games versus Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And the Heat, in 3 of the last 5 games, gave up 13 rebounds to Miles Turner, yes. 8 to Jabari Smith. That's a lot, guys. Jabari Smith's not a rebounder like Capella. And 10 to Marvin Bagley. I think Capella can get to 10. I think we're getting kind of a value because it's the Miami Heat a little bit. But just overall, Capella, 10+ rebounds in 9 of his last 10 games. And I think he grabs 10 rebounds. I don't mind his double-double either if you want to do that. I just don't want to mess with his points. I just want him to grab some boards and we move on. So Capella, 10+ rebounds. Second one, Josh Hart, 5+ assists. This has been surprisingly automatic. This line is 5.5. It's looking like it might move to 6.5. I'm kind of shocked, to be honest with you, with how many assists he's had lately. 5+ assists now in 8 straight games. I'm not counting the game he just got ejected last week. But he had 9 dimes in his last game and Anunoby was there. So in case you guys are worried about Anunoby, if you watch OG play, he spots up, he wants to hit threes, and he plays hard defense. He's not exactly a guy getting a ton of rebounds and assists type of player. So, but anyways, in these last 8 games, he is averaging, Josh Hart, 8 assists per game. I only need 5. That's it. He's averaging 8. He's facing a Bulls team that has given up the 7th most assists per game to the small forward position for whatever that's worth. You know, assists to small forwards and power forwards. You can think about it and see it. It's good to see that they're not shutting it down completely, but it's not exactly the reason why I made the bet. But considering he has 7+ assists in 7 of his last 8 games, and the amount of potential assists he is getting right now, I just need 5. It seems pretty automatic as long as he doesn't get ejected again. So give me Capella, 10+ rebounds. Josh Hart, 5+ assists. That is my third and final bet of the video. Again, we do this video the night before, so those people that get upset that we don't have 5 or 6 bets every time, we're going to make sure we're cautious last week of the season, but I will more than likely have at least one more added play in the pinned comments on X and on Discord in the morning. So that's what we got. Let's check out the bets recap. There it is, the 3 best bets on this video. We got Mr. Stephen Curry over 34.5 PRAs at -110 on DraftKings. And then Meechit, 6+ dimes. Wemby, 10+ boards at -128. And then we finish it with Capella, 10+ boards. And Josh Hart, 5+ assists at +107 on DraftKings. Yes, we are going with 2 alt line player prop parlays. Let's get some winners. Again, any added plays, you will see them in the pinned comments on X and on Discord. By the way, Discord is completely free. Go join, click the link below, and let's talk some sports. We got almost 3,000 people in that, and it's a lot of fun every single day. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it as we wind down another awesome NBA season. I hope everyone has a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon.